Hi, my friends. How are you? All right. So today we're going to be talking about vision boards. Vision boards are one of those magical tools that work so well. So well, so well. I've been doing one every year for years. And true story, the first time I did one, oh my God, I don't know how many years. My youngest was little. She did it with me because it was a fun craft project. And I just put it in my bedroom and kind of forgot about it. And by the end of the year, I looked at it and I went like, oh my God, everything, everything except the beach body had manifested. That still is not manifested, but that's another story for another day. Anyhow, so I've continued to do them because it just works so well. And it's that part of manifestation when I tell you to write down your manifestations because you're starting to bring them into the physical. When you have a thought, but you write it down, you bring that thought that is in the ether, right? It's not tangible to tangible. So you started the manifestation process. It's the same thing with a vision board. And the vision board is something that you put up somewhere where you can see it. Sometimes I've snapped a picture and have it in my phone so I see it several times a day. But I don't like to like obsess over it, right? But it's something that you can see. It's a fun project where you use your intuition and your creativity. So there's things in your body and in your mind and in the ether that are going on at the same time while you're doing it, and then you have the physical manifestation that you can see it to remind you to put those goals in the front of your mind. It's it's wonderful. I swear by it. And I learned this method with Colette Baron Reed. I took a class years ago with her about how to do vision board. So I wanted to give her credit for this. So let's dive into this, okay? So a vision board, what is it? What is a vision board? If you have never heard of it, a vision board is usually a collage of images that represent goals and dreams. It can include cut out pictures from magazines and words that help you inspire inspire you to manifest your dreams and get where you want to go and things you want to manifest, right? Vision boards may also help us imagine what a positive future could look like for us. Imagining a positive future is a helpful way to increase positive emotions and optimism. And positive emotions often create opportunities and increase the chances of success. So here's how to make your vision board. Start by exploring your values, okay? If your goals are not aligned with your personal values, achieving those goals won't provide the sense of satisfaction and well being that you're seeking. So ask yourself, what really matters to you? What gives you meaning? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to help? And how do you want to spend your time? When you're making a vision board and thinking through your goals, keep these values focus questions in mind. Okay, think about what motivates you. If you pursue goals that you find motivating and have an easier time, you're going to have an easier time reaching them. So ask yourself, what do you want and why you want it? And this is a very important question. Your why is always important. Okay. Does he have anything to do with your childhood or past experiences? Does he have to do with your personality? I like to start my vision boards with a sigil in the middle and work my word outward. Okay. And last year my sigil said spirit is the source of my supply. So you can do that this year, if you want to. This is, doesn't belong to me. I have to yet decide what what I want my sigil to say this year. I always have, and I learned this from Ratley Valentine, have a theme for the year. Okay. So I try to merge the theme of the year with what my sigil says for my vision board, and I make that sigil, and I've made videos about how to make sigils. If you want me to do more videos, do another video of how to make a sigil. I have also offer classes here in this group of how to make sigils. I can do that. Um, you know, in later in January. So I make that sigil with is a symbolic representation of my word or phrase or sentence or whatever. I put that in the middle. So I like this because it aligns with me. And I think it's powerful, but you can have your sigil say whatever you want to, or have several different sigils in your vision board. So I also like to have a frame around my board, not a physical frame, but a drawn one or written one. My board, most of the time says thank you, 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 all around the vision board, because to me, gratitude is key. I make a point of feeling grateful always. Good times, bad times, hard times, ever. Because even the hard times and the things that make you feel sad or whatever, there's a lesson to learn. And if anything, is feeling grateful for the good times. When we have bad times, we can feel grateful for the good times. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you want to think about topics for your vision boards. You can have them all or choose only one or any combination you want. So remember that this is your project and you can do whatever you want with it, right? So here are some types of goals that you may want to include in your vision board: family, pets, love and friends, health and well-being, career or calling, money or prosperity, home and environment, travel, and deliberate giving. Okay. And people often ask me what deliberate giving is. Well, I think it's giving back. Okay. And this is important. Giving doesn't have to be money. All right. A lot of us cannot afford to give money at all for all kinds of reasons. So, what can I give? Time, for example. Time is an incredible and more valuable than money, I think. Resource that you have, and you can be generous with it. You can provide time reading to children in a hospital or talking to the elderly in a nursing home. You can donate your time to a soup kitchen or just be nice to the cashier at your local grocery store. You can use your time to listen to a friend in need or play that annoying game with a toddler for whatever amount of time, if you see someone that needs assistance, you are able to provide it without harming yourself or others. That is amazing. The thing here is that you want to include this in your vision board. So you have to decide what you are going to do. Unless you don't want to limit yourself to one activity, then you can do something general. For example, the way one of the ways in this platform is I give back is I do this for free. Anybody can access these videos in this group for free. I don't ask for anything in return. So that's my way of giving back in this platform. So you're going to grab a journal and some index cards. You are going to pick the categories you want to include in your board. You don't have to include them all. And you're going to journal in each and every one of them. Sometimes I like to journal on all of them, even if I don't think I'm going to use them all. And sometimes I'm surprised of the stuff that come out. Now you have your categories, and when you have journal, ask yourself, how do I feel about these objectives? Okay. Remember that the form is not as important as the feeling. Okay. So let's say that you want more money. Do not say, for example, I'm going to increase my clientele in at least 30%. This is the form. How does that look like, the form, right? You are establishing how, in which way you are going to get more money. So if you win the lottery, are you going to say no? Right? You would increase your money by winning the lottery, not by increasing your clientele for 30%. So don't limit yourself. Allow spirit. So say that you want more abundance in financially, for example, because abundance comes in many ways, right? So don't limit yourself and allow spirit to surprise you, right? Of course, if you're in a business, like a business owner like me, you have goals like this. I want to increase my clientele by 30%, but then that goes in my goals for my business, not in my vision board, because my vision board is, more personal, not just business. I could have, and that's an idea that I've never had. I could have a vision board for my business, but that will be separated from my personal vision board, right? So let me give you a more tangible example. One of my good friends had her car die, like cars do all of a sudden. The car was not very old and it was in condition. It just decided to quit. Okay. By the time she was able to get the car to the mechanic and realize the car was just not gonna come back, and talk to her dad for a different, go to a different dealership and look for cars and so on and so forth. She had spent $5,000 in rental car. That's a lot of money in rental cars. So now she needed that money for a down payment, but she was out because she had already spent it, right? So she was trying to manifest $5,000, and she had settled on a car, but so she had chosen a car and a place where she wanted to buy the car, but she was feeling kind of off. And she's a very spiritual person, right? So she intuitively decided not to wait on signing the dotted line, right? Just give herself a couple more days. And then she talked to her dad after a couple days, and he said, I just found the same car in a different dealership. When they went to see it, the car that her dad found was a newer model, and it was reduced. It was less than the first car that she had found. Guess for how much? $5,000. Isn't that amazing? That's when she told me that, I was like, that's the way to manifest. I mean, she never got $5,000 in her hand, but she did get the $5,000 because she had to pay that less in her new car, and the car was even better. Um, so this is a very good example of don't get attached to the form. Okay. She just opened up Don't get attached to the form. Just ask for the abundance and feel abundant. Just feel it. But Yari, I'm having trouble paying my bills. How can I feel abundant? I'm glad you asked. So think about this. You win the lottery, okay? Just pretend. Just win the lottery. You go to the place, you fill out the paperwork and your taxes, and they tell you how much you're actually getting, which is never the same amount that you see in the billboards and what have you. You decide on a lump sum or, all the things, blah, blah, blah. You even take a picture with a giant check, right? They tell you, your payment is going to be in a few days because, no more than a week or a week and a half. You're like, yeah. How do you feel? You feel great, right? You just won the lottery. You feel abundant. Of course you do. How much money extra do you have in the bank? None. The same amount you had, yes, the same amount you had yesterday, right? What has changed? What has changed? The fact that you know for sure, for absolutely positive, that money is coming. It's a matter of time. Just as you know that tomorrow is coming, you have no doubt. You never for 1 second go like, will tomorrow really come? No, you know that for sure. You haven't seen it. You're not there, but you know, just like the lottery. But how do you feel? You feel at the top of the mountain because you know the money is coming for sure, 100%, no doubt. That's the feeling that I want you to get. That's the feeling that you need to capture, okay? All right. So clarify your intentions. And this is important because intention is everything, right? Okay. So why do you want more money? And don't give me the list of things that you're going to do with the money. I can do that all day long too. Go deeper, okay? Money, think about this. Money is usually about freedom. Yeah, freedom. People want money to be free to do whatever they want to do with their time. So if you have money, you don't have to go to work. You can travel. You can do whatever you want with your time and your money. So it's about freedom. Okay. So get clear about your intention. And this have to benefit not only you, but the collective. Okay. This cannot harm others. Or you in the process, okay? If you get money or whatever, you want to harm you or others, that's karma coming your way, okay? So get clear about your intentions. If you want money to do something to harm somebody, that's not what we want to do, okay? All right, what else? So you need to do these things, take the action steps. So for example, Yari, I want some communication with spirit. And I say, well, meditate. And people tell me, oh, I don't have time for that. What? Okay. So you need to be clear about what you want and the steps that you need to take to get there. All right. You, you know, if you want to have better communication with spirit, you have to carve out time out of your day every day to communicate with spirit. End of story. I mean, it is what it is. So, Hermio, if you want to be someone, you have to become someone. Okay? A professional baseball player plays baseball every day. Every day. That's what they do. So if you want to become someone, if you want to be someone, you have to become someone. Okay? not so much acquiring, but becoming that person that you want to be. Okay. So don't put a timestamp on your desired. Just don't. Divine timing is a thing, and it's a thing. So when it's ready, it's ready. All right. So the other thing is, what's your why? And this is a very important question. And I'm going to give you the 8 principles for setting your intentions. Okay. Number 1 is compassion, which is to serve. Number 2 is connection. We need to do things together. Okay. Number 3 is courage. Do it, even if it's scary. 4, commitment to yourself. All right. Creativity. Watch your words, thoughts, feelings, and what you consume. And this is not what we eat and drink, what we consume on the television, on TikTok, on Facebook. What do you let in your energy? Collaboration with spirit, community to show up for others, and continuation. So no expectations on what you're putting from yourself. You give what you have, it will serve somebody. Okay. So you don't have the expectation of getting back. You give because you have it and because it's going to benefit somebody. Okay. Um, creating the vision board. So I put my sigil in the middle and then I create lines like a little sun coming out with the categories, okay? Like a pie chart. And then write down what you are intending that you want from the 8 principles, okay? So how does your why ties to your highest good? I like to take the categories and I choose and pick a card on it. You can use tarot or, oracle, whatever. Um, and you can use any deck or oracle that you have is okay. The card that you pick will give you inspiration and some guidance on your desires. All right. And you can either put your card on the vision board, which I will never do because those are sacred for me. What I have done is take a picture of it and then print that picture and put it on the board. But most of the time, I use it just like for inspiration of what spirit is trying to tell me about this category, this topic. I also like to use affirmations on my vision board, and whatever I have on the board for the year, I use on my daily rituals. Okay. So my goals, I turn those into affirmations and I use that for my daily rituals because I have affirmations that I use on my daily rituals. So all of it ties together, right? And now you get creative. Now you have all the elements for your vision board. Get a board, get some magazine, get some pictures, some scissors, some glue, some colors, some string, some noodles, whatever you want. You can also do one online. Canvas has free templates that you can use, and then you have it as a background, as a digital background on your phone. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I like to hang it on the wall. But that's just really a matter of preference. Sometimes I have a couple, so I do some online, but I really like to have, so many boxes from Amazon that came. So I saved some to put gifts in it, in them, but I still have some. You can just open one up and use cardboard to do your vision board. That's what I do. Anyhow, or an old calendar. I don't have desk calendars anymore because I use the digital calendars. But when I was employed, so I still work, but when I was employed, and every year they gave me a desk calendar, the back the cardboard in the back, it's perfect for a vision board. And I never threw those away, and I kept them for my vision boards for the next year. So yeah, little tip. Um, and then the last step of your vision board is to activate it, right? And this is really important. You can use sage, or not what sage, but you can use Palo Santo, and you can use incense, or sound. You can put crystals on it, meditate, whatever you're comfortable using. It's perfectly fine. And there you have it. You are set for to start on your project, on your vision board. And let me know if you have questions. I haven't done mine, so I can't show you. I will do mine sometime in January. I've been very busy these days with all the kids and the grandkids and everybody here, which I love. But so I'll do sometime in January. And if you want to see mine, I can show you, but I haven't done it yet, so I can't. And I'll see you in the group.